your usage is higher this year. The team has a pretty good record. When it goes down, teams are kind of able to keep you off the ball. You guys don't have as good of a record this year. I know you want to be a pass-first guy, but what's that balance like for you in terms of like takeover versus keep everyone involved, make the right play?
Just about reading the game. I think that's just the way our team is constructed, and it works for us. We won the championship last year. Some days, it doesn't necessarily go our way because we miss a bunch of shots or whatever. But it's not constructive for me to just dominate the ball or the game. Night in and night out, we just got too many talented players, and that's not the way we play.
The second half last game, you and just a couple other guys were able to score. In those kind of situations, does it kind of feel like you have to be more aggressive, take over more, even though that's not how it's designed?
I mean, it's definitely certain times and periods where you have to attack and be more aggressive and look for yourself. But it just felt like a lot of times I made the right pass and we just didn't hit shots at a normal rate as we do. It's just a make or miss league some nights.
For you, you in person.
Jayson, you had your technical in Minnesota rescinded, and they've done somebody put on a collage of all your texts that have been controversial, and most of them are you're slapping your hand, and that's what. Have you ever thought about talking? Do you talk to the rest and go, if I slap my hand, that does not mean I'm pissed at the call. It means I'm pissed at the play. Like, have you kind of communicated that your actions, because it seems like it sparks them when you, especially the hand slap?
Yeah, I probably should. Honestly, something to work on.
But what do you, when you get a tech rescinded like that, what goes through your mind?
I mean, at least they made up for it. I thought it was some bullshit when it happened. And clearly the league and the refs agreed and sent it back. So, refs make mistakes sometimes. Just, cost us a point and, at a critical time in the game. But, we still won, so it is what it is.
How much? Sorry, go ahead.
For you and Jalen, just there's not many duos in the NBA that have had as much success as you guys playing together, I was talking to Stan Van Gundy about it this morning. 7 playoff appearances in 7 years, 2 finals appearances, 1 finals win. Just what's it been like these 7 years playing alongside each other? I know it's a broad question, but how has that dynamic worked between you guys?
I mean, it's been great. We've had a lot of success. We found a way to make it work. And just 2 relatively young guys that are chasing greatness and individually and as a unit, and just kind of just continue to write our story.
Yeah. Cool. How much do you get the Jokic assignment tonight?
Ooh. I normally go at a lot of 5s, but
yes.
That's probably excluding Jokic and Embiid. So probably not as much tonight.
Kristaps said that you guys watched film of Oklahoma City this morning. What were kind of the takeaways from watching that, and what was Joe's message to you guys after going through that?
Just being able to recognize in game when teams adjust against us. How can we recognize that in the moment and find the best option, the best way to attack? Maybe we call the play, but the matchups are different. Instead of still running the play, finding where guys are at. And just being able to recognize that in the flow of the game.
What did they do that kind of kept you from recognizing that?
They just, kind of said the other day a couple of times, congested our spacing. And, when we're not in space, it's easier to guard us. When we have the right spacing, it's pretty tough to guard us.
You guys, last question. Hasn't played that much, but it's kind of struggled a little bit. I guess, where are you guys at in terms of, just the cohesiveness and everything?
Of our starting lineup?
Yeah, just looking for one.
I mean, I don't necessarily know the numbers or whatever. I know Joe told us today that fully healthy, we only played 2 games together this season, everybody. So, it's kind of like the start of the year. Hopefully we can stay healthy and just continue to build off that because we know what we're capable of.
Thank you, Jayson.
Thank you.